What's up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video I am building a tiny home in Strangerville, and it's actually my second build with the new Paranormal stuff pack. So I decided to build a tiny home for a medium, and I thought Strangerville was very fitting for a tiny house like this. At first I wanted to build an actual little trailer home is what I had in mind for a medium, but then I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna do a quote-unquote regular tiny home. It still kind of has like trailer vibes, but it's not a trailer. Like you can see the little trailers in the surrounding area. Those are actual trailers. So, but yeah, that's not what I did. I actually built a little tiny home here in the trailer park, and I think it fits right in. It's a little bit weird that it's not an actual trailer in this trailer park, but still, I think it kind of fits right in, and I had a lot of fun with the shape of this house. I built it on a diagonal, which I knew from the beginning was going to be a little bit of a pain, which, I mean, it kind of was, but in the end, I figured it out. You can see that the house has that tiny little bit, like that little bump out that's actually not on a diagonal, but the rest of the house is on a diagonal. So that meant that I also had to furnish the kitchen and stuff on a diagonal, which is always a little bit of a pain. But I figured it out, and I think I succeeded. I think it looks really cute. Yeah, like I said, this is my second home with the new Paranormal stuff pack. So this house is full of items that we got with the new pack. Obviously because it's for a medium, so I placed a little seance table in this house as well, and it's very colorful on the inside again, just like my last build. I tried to switch up the swatches that I use though. So that's, yeah, kind of what I tried to do, but it's still very colorful in here. Lots of blues, lots of light pink, lots of plum colors and teals and stuff. So yeah, but you'll see that once we move on to the inside. The outside of this house is light pink, as you can see, like that pastel pink. And then the little bump out is going to be gray. So there's going to be a little bit of variety in colors for the exterior as well. And I combined it with the very orangey looking wood tone. Once again, I'm so sorry. I know that I have been using this wood swatch for my previous 3 videos or so, but I just think that it's so pretty and it just works so well with all of the color swatches from the new items as well. I was just kind of inspired to use this orangey wood swatch again, and I think it looks nice. I really like how everything ties together color scheme wise. And then for the inside, like the floor plan of this tiny home, there's not much going on. The only thing that's closed off is the bathroom, and for the rest, everything is just in one room. So there's a kitchen, a living area, and a bedroom, quote unquote a bedroom, because it's not really a room. It's just all in the same area. But yeah, it made sense for this house. Like I said, I kind of wanted it to have trailer-esque vibes, even though it's not a trailer. And yeah, I think it kind of worked out. But yeah, you can see that I used a big window. I think that window is from, oh my gosh, I was gonna tell you what pack that window is from, that big window, but I don't know, I don't remember. It could be Get to Work. Maybe it's one of those bakery kind of windows. It could be Get to Work actually, maybe it is. Or maybe Get Famous, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's Get to Work, but yeah, I really like that window, and I am, well, not always, but sometimes looking for an excuse to use that one, because I think it's so pretty, but obviously it doesn't go with every single style of house. But it went very well with this house, so I just decided to use that window, and I just think it looks so pretty, and it lets in a lot of light. And it looks just very pretty on the inside of the house as well. So I was really happy with that decision, basically. And I created a little wraparound porch with rounded corners, which I also really enjoyed because the whole house is pretty angular, but I wanted it to have some sort of rounded or more softer aspect, if that makes any sense. There was a really loud car outside. I don't know if you could hear that, but it was a really weird noise. But it's gone now. So anyway, I was trying, like I said, to use some more like rounded bits for the house. So yeah, I tried to use that rounded porch area, and I think it looks pretty. I like it a lot, actually. And here I was just doing some landscaping with a whole heap of rocks and plants from the Strangerville debug menu, also from the base game debug menu. But I just used a lot of grass and like cacti and rocks and things to just kind of tie it in with the rest of the surrounding area, basically. I also placed a debug car, which that car is not functional, but I figured the medium that lives here probably owns a car because they need to get places. So I placed down a car and I thought it looked really cute. I was also kind of thinking, would you call this house a tiny house for a medium or for a psychic? So basically what I was thinking, for the person that lives here, they are someone that can obviously communicate with the dead. So that's why I placed the seance table, obviously. So it's kind of like people come here is what I was thinking, like people that have lost someone quite recently, and maybe they have issues finding closure, or maybe they want to communicate with the spirit one more time to, I don't know, tell them something, or maybe they have the feeling that the spirit is mad at them for some reason, or maybe they just want to communicate one more time to actually be able to find closure, something like that. If you're a person like that, if you're going through something like that, then you would come here to this medium or psychic and yeah, try to find closure. They'll try to help you find the closure that you need. They will try to help you. They will communicate with the spirit, or at least try to communicate with the spirit, and tell you the things that you need to hear, basically. So yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. And I don't know, would that be a medium or a psychic? Or could you use like either of those words? I'm not sure, because I am not very much, like, I don't know a lot of these things. I don't know a lot of things like that have to do with spirits and just psychics or mediums. Like, I don't know a lot about that. So if you know, please tell me. If you know, if you have something interesting to tell me on the subject, please let me know, because I'm very interested in that. I tried to research it a little bit before I did this voiceover to see if I could find like the difference between a psychic and a medium, but I couldn't really, like, I read a couple things, but not like necessarily this like big difference between the two. So I'm just curious if you could use both those words for the same kind of profession or same kind of thing, basically. Just let me know if you know anything about that. But as you can see, we have moved on to the interior of the house, and this was so much fun. I love this light pink swatch of the wallpaper from the new pack. I think that color is just so pretty. And then for the flooring, I had a bit of fun. I obviously, as you can see, used 2 swatches of the same flooring. And yeah, to just kind of create like that pattern kind of thing. And I think it suits this house very nicely. And then there is this brick accent wall in the house, that teal or blue or green or whatever you want to call it, accent wall. And I think that color just makes it look so fresh in here, and so like, I don't know, colorful. It just has kind of like happy vibes, but at the same time it has like mysterious vibes, if you know what I mean. I also placed a few of those like creepy dolls in this house because I thought that would be fitting. I don't know why. I just like those dolls, and I haven't used them in my previous build just yet, so I decided to use them in here, and I think they are very cute, even though they're a little bit creepy, but hey, it's fine. Yeah, here you can see that I was trying to place the kitchen, and it was a bit of a struggle, like I said before, because I had to place it on a diagonal. And when you place the kitchen counters on a diagonal, you can kind of see that they get this very ugly shadow that you just can't get rid of. You can't get rid of it. It's just there, and it's very annoying. I think it's really ugly. So yeah, there was nothing I could do about it, so I just decided to basically work with it. I was gonna say I was trying to embrace it, but I couldn't quite embrace it because it still bothers me a little bit. But it's what we have to work with. This is just what it is in The Sims. For kitchen counters on a diagonal, you're gonna have these ugly shadows. So that's just what it is. And yeah, I just decided to get over it and work with it. So that's what I did. I did clutter up the kitchen quite a bit. So basically just try and hide the shadows. So that's what I did, and it makes it a little bit better, but you can still see the shadows, obviously. If it bothers you, I don't know. I was gonna say you can probably do something about it, but I'm not sure what you could do about it because this whole house is on a diagonal, so you're gonna have the same problem throughout the whole house. But yeah, it's just the way it is, I guess, and I placed a microwave here right next to the stove, so that kind of covers up the ugly shadows on that part of the kitchen. And then I left the corner counter basically free of clutter. I just placed a couple tiny items on there, but it's still functional. Your Sims can use the corner counter to cook and cut up food. So that all works. I play tested the build a little bit. I thought I was gonna have a lot of issues with this. You can also see when we move on to the living area that everything is very like cramped and close together. And I placed like clutter items on the floor and stuff. And I was thinking that I would have a lot of routing issues, but it was not that bad actually. Everything was functional. The kitchen was fully functional the way I decorated it in the first place. So I didn't have to do anything about that. The only thing that was in the way was that coat rack that is next to the mirror by the front door. The coat rack was blocking off that little area to walk from the entryway to the rest of the house basically. So that was blocking a little bit, so I just moved the, coat rack to the other side of the door, and then that worked out perfectly fine. And then there was some sort of item, I don't know exactly which one, but something was blocking of the couch as well. So I just moved around a little bit of the clutter items, and then it worked out perfectly fine. But I'll just show you what it looks like once we hop on into the game and I show you the house in real time. And yeah, just like in my previous house, I used that lamp, that floor lamp from Vampires. Yeah, it's definitely from Vampires. I used it in this house again because I barely ever use that lamp, but I think it's just so pretty and it works extremely nicely with the items that we got in this new pack. So yeah, I don't know, I just really like it. I think that flower pot that I placed on the floor was blocking off something. And then I also placed down a clutter item from Nifty Knitting on the floor later on, and I just moved that one out of the way, and then my Sim was fine. She could get to the couch and stuff. So yeah, I left that plant there. I really like that vase. I think it's so pretty. We also have a smaller one that I used in the kitchen, and then I just placed this one on the floor because I think it's just so pretty. And I used this rug again. I was not sure if I could pull off this purple swatch of the rug, but I decided to stick with it because it grew on me and I really like it. It's kind of weird because I don't have a lot of purple in this house, in this interior, but I do have that plum color on the end table there, where the table where the TV is on. So that kind of matches in a way, and I just really like the purple combined with that blue that's also on the bedding. I don't know, I was just having a lot of fun with colors. I don't know a lot about like color theories and things, so maybe you do, and then maybe when you look at this interior, it's kind of cringy to you. I mean, that's possible. Maybe you don't like all these colors. I can completely understand that. But yeah, I am just trying to have fun because I am still not over the items that we got with the Paranormal stuff pack. So I'm just having as much fun as possible with these colors because usually I tend to go for more neutral colors. That's usually what I do. So yeah, I'm just embracing the fact that I am really having fun with colors for the time being. I'm sure I'll go back to using more neutral colors very shortly, but for now, I'm just having way too much fun. But this is the little bathroom. It's actually only a 2-tile bathroom, but because it's on a diagonal, the tiles are a little bit bigger. So even though it's only a 2-tile bathroom, I could fit in a shower and a toilet, of course, but also a sink. It worked out nicely. So yeah, it's all usable, all functional. So that all worked out perfectly fine. But let's hop on right into the game and I'll show you the house in real time. So here we have the actual tiny house in real time. It's very colorful, as you can see. I placed this little table by the front porch, and I also quickly placed down a grill so your sim can do some grilling. Also some flower pots for the gardening skill. I just put a couple of actual plants in them, but if you want to use these planter boxes for actual gardening, you can just remove these plants and use the planter boxes, no issue. And I thought that there were going to be routing issues right here, but there was no problem. Like, my sim could walk here, she could sit on both the couch and the rocking chair, and she could also reach the trash can back here, so that's no problem at all. She could even walk past this planter box by the window, like she could walk all the way to here. So I don't know what's up with that, but it all worked perfectly fine, so that's nice. Here we have the little entryway. I just placed a little seance table right here, which I thought would make sense because if this medium has people coming over for a session, they don't have to walk through the whole house. They can basically just sit here and use the bathroom right here if they need to, and then that's that. So I thought that that would make sense. I made sure to place a bookcase, a functional bookcase, and a dresser right here as well, so the house has everything that you would need. And then right through here, we have the kitchen, which is also very colorful. I used a yellow stove. I had a lot of fun with that. I don't know why, I just really liked it. There is a mini fridge and just some clutter items, a microwave, a dining table right here, and a living area right here. And this little clutter item from Nifty Knitting was right here before, but it was blocking the couch, like my sim couldn't walk through this little area right here. So I just moved it to here, and that's all fine. That all works out now. And obviously we also have the bed right here, but then that's actually already it. And oh yeah, of course, the bathroom where my sim is just standing thinking about cupcakes. I don't know why. So the house comes in at 39,325 simoleons. So it's not a starter home by any means, but it's also not like crazy expensive in my opinion. But that's already going to be it for this video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this build. You can definitely go ahead and download it off the gallery if you want to. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next build. Bye!